Arsenal began their title defense with 3 goals and no questions asked. Giorgia Meloni has turned herself from outcast to Italy's most stable leader in generations. Tony Burke says the public can now hear what was secret. Some doors open, others stay closed longer than anyone thought they would. The question is always who decides, and when they stop deciding for you. The defending Premier League champions have opened their campaign with a commanding victory. Arsenal beat Coventry 3-0 at home. Kai Havertz scored first for the Gunners. Bukayo Saka added a second before halftime. Martin Odegaard completed the scoring after the break. The result sends an early message to Arsenal's title rivals. The North London club are looking to win back-to-back league championships for the first time in 2 decades. Al Jazeera reported this. A major Japanese chemical company is moving production overseas. Tokuyama will start making a key material used in semiconductor manufacturing in Vietnam and Malaysia. The company currently produces the material in Japan. Semiconductors are essential components in everything from smartphones to cars, and the materials needed to make them have become strategically important. The move comes as manufacturers look to diversify their supply chains across Asia. Nikkei Asia reported this. Italy's hard right has moved from the political fringe to the center of power. Giorgia Meloni, once considered an outcast in European politics, has given a rare interview reflecting on that journey. She described her origins as being on what she calls the uncomfortable side of history. Now she stands on the verge of leading what could become Italy's most stable government since the Second World War. The shift marks a significant change in Italian politics. It also signals how far-right movements across Europe have traveled from the margins toward mainstream acceptance. NYT World reported this. More than 300 migrants have been rescued off the coast of Mauritania. The Coast Guard says 40 of them were children. They were attempting to reach Spain's Canary Islands by boat. Thousands of people try this Atlantic route every year. The boats are often overloaded and in poor condition. The journey is extremely dangerous. People are trying to reach Europe through the Spanish islands. Euronews reported this. A man who used to sell cars has been given the title of Prince. His father is Prince Laurent of Belgium. The prince has now officially recognized him as his son. That recognition means the former car salesman has joined the Belgian royal family with full royal status. Prince Laurent is the younger brother of Belgium's current king. The acknowledgement of paternity makes this the first time in decades that the Belgian royal family has publicly expanded in this way. The man's previous occupation stands in sharp contrast to his new position. He now holds a formal place in one of Europe's oldest monarchies. Sky News reported this. A former car salesman is now a Belgian prince. His father, Prince Laurent, has recognized him officially. That is Europe. In New Zealand, an emu rescue. A former ASIO agent gave testimony at a royal commission. The details of what was said have been kept under wraps until now. Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke has spoken publicly about the case for the first time. He's confirmed that the ex-agent's testimony can now be heard in public. The decision means Australians will be able to find out what the former intelligence officer told the inquiry. Burke had previously stayed silent on the matter. The testimony was given to a royal commission, though the specific inquiry hasn't been identified. Royal commissions are major government investigations into serious issues. ABC Australia reported this. An emu chick rescue is underway on the East Coast after a feral cat attack. Graham Atkins from Ruatoria is now raising the surviving birds. He says it's like looking after puppies. The chicks follow him around everywhere he goes. The attack happened recently, though the exact number of birds involved hasn't been disclosed. Atkins has taken on the role of caring for them while they recover and grow. Emus are large flightless birds originally from Australia. They're sometimes kept on farms in New Zealand. The chicks are vulnerable to predators when young, making attacks like this a risk for anyone raising them. RNZ reported this. Ukrainian football club Shakhtar Donetsk will play their home Champions League matches in London next season. Chelsea have confirmed the arrangement. Stamford Bridge will host all 4 of Shakhtar's home games in the competition. The deal is subject to final regulatory approval from UEFA. The Ukrainian champions need a venue outside their own country because of the war. They looked at other options before settling on Chelsea's ground. Shakhtar qualified for the Champions League group stage for the 2026-2027 season. They've been unable to play at home since Russia invaded Ukraine. The club has used neutral venues across Europe for European matches in recent seasons. Complete Sports NG reported this. The National Science Foundation is preparing to award its smallest number of new research grants in 40 years. The federal agency funds scientific research across American universities and institutions. This year's total will mark the lowest figure since the early 1980s. The reduction affects researchers competing for federal money to support their work. Fewer grants means fewer new projects can begin, even as scientists submit proposals at steady rates. The foundation has not released the exact number yet, but the trend signals tightening budgets for basic research in the United States. Scientists rely on these grants to pay for equipment, staff, and years of investigation into everything from climate science to medical breakthroughs. Nature reported this. Hundreds of people across the country have fallen ill in a salmonella outbreak. The infections have been linked to imported eggs. Health officials are investigating the source of the contaminated products. Salmonella is a bacterial infection that causes stomach pain, sickness, and diarrhea. It can be particularly dangerous for young children, elderly people, and those with weakened immune systems. The outbreak affects people who may have bought and eaten the imported eggs without knowing they carry the bacteria. Anyone experiencing symptoms after eating eggs should contact their doctor. BBC Health reported this.